F-35 and Patriot team up against incoming missile threats. Using an F-35 as an elevated sensor, a Lockheed Martin PAC-3 Patriot missile was able to successfully intercept a surrogate cruise missile threat at White Sands Missile Range, WSMR, which is located in New Mexico. F-35 data contributed to the global track that was used by the United States Army Integrated Air and Missile Defense Battle Command System, IBCS, to live fire a PAC-3 during the flight test that took place in the middle of July at the United States Army. This flight test is a first of its kind. IBCS, which was created by Northrop Grumman, utilized the data from the F-35 together with other sensor data that contributed to the launch of the PAC-3 to neutralize the impending threat. This was accomplished through the utilization of the hit-to-kill technology that is exclusive to the Lockheed Martin interceptor based on its performance in combat. We must remain one step ahead of the threats at all times, since they are always evolving. This flight test demonstrates the impact of what we can accomplish in joint all-domain operations when we use the IBCS and airborne communications gateways of the United States Army to bring together the world's only combat-proven hit-to-kill interceptor with the world's most advanced fighter jet, said Brenda Davidson, Vice President of PAC-3 Programs, in a news release issued by Lockheed Martin. To equip warfighters with the information they need to make decisions that drive action and enable joint all-domain operations, JADO, Lockheed Martin is developing technologies that connect, share, and learn. These technologies are being developed to empower warfare. In December 2019, F-35s were used to provide track data to IBCS to successfully intercept near-simultaneous air-breathing threats in a test at WSMR. The December 2019 test marked the first time F-35s were used as sensors during an IBCS live-fire test against multiple airborne targets. Linking F-35s to IBCS via the Multifunction Advanced Data Link, MADL, provided enhanced situational awareness and weapons quality track data to engage airborne targets. The first time that intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance (ISR) track data from the F-35 was used with IBCS was during OFE 19-2. The purpose of this was to improve situational awareness and give weapons quality track data to engage airborne targets with a simulated PAC-3. The ability to perform operations across many domains and identify dangers that could provide a challenge to ground-based sensors is made possible by this feature. Lockheed Martin said on July 15 that a Lockheed Martin F-35 had successfully shot down a surrogate cruise missile during a demonstration that took place in the middle of July at White Sands Missile Range in New Mexico. The exercise was conducted by the same company that developed the PAC-3 missile. At the same time, Northrop Grumman added a Joint Track Manager capability to the Integrated Air and Missile Defense Battle Command System, IBCS, that the corporation had developed. The waveforms of communications that were transmitted by the Navy's cooperative engagement capability were translated by the Track Manager and sent to the IBCS. As a consequence of this, the Army's Integrated Battle Command System, IBCS, was able to obtain data feeds from the TPS-80 ground, Air Task-Oriented Radar, which is a Northrop sensor. A significant contribution to the most recent demonstration was made by the utilization of both ground-based and airborne sensors and sensors. One cruise missile was designed to strike a target on the ground, and the other was equipped with an electronic attack payload that was intended to damage radars. Both cruise missiles were launched by a simulator of an adversary. Using a combination of the TPS-80, two Raytheon MPQ-54 radars, and the sensors that were installed on two F-35 as belonging to the United States Air Force, the IBCS was able to successfully counter the threat posed by electronic attacks, according to Northrop. An elevated sensor was added to the Air and Missile Defense System of the Army by the F-35, which provided the defenders with additional time to concentrate on developing a strategy for targeting an approaching danger. The three radars that provide data to the IBCS, the TPS-80, the MPQ-64, and the APG-81 of the F-35 all operate in the X-band frequency range. However, the electronic assault mission of the surrogate cruise missile was complicated by the combination of airborne and ground sensors. Lockheed stated that the IBCS system successfully made a hit-to-kill intercept by combining the data from the F-35 track of the surrogate cruise missile with information from other sensors. This was followed by the firing of a PAC-3. In addition to the capabilities that have already been demonstrated by the IBCS, the combination of the F-35 and the ground-based system of the Army offered a new dimension. In a demonstration that took place in 2019, the IBCS was able to eliminate 2 cruise missile threats simultaneously by utilizing only the tracking data from the F-35. In the course of the 2019 test, an F-35 sent sensor data to the Harvest Lightning ground station operated by Lockheed. The ground station then converted the data into a message format that the IBCS software was able to comprehend. Nevertheless, the most recent test also made use of airborne communications gateways to send the data from the F-35 to the IBCS. According to Brenda Davidson, who is the Vice President of PAC-3 programs at Lockheed, this flight test demonstrates the impact of what we can accomplish in joint all-domain operations when we use the IBCS and airborne communications gateways possessed by the United States Army. Additionally, the F-35 has been fitted with an elevated sensor for the Aegis combat system, which is utilized by the Navy. In a demonstration that took place in 2017, the F-35 provided tracking data to an Aegis warship. The Aegis warship then utilized this data to launch a Raytheon's SM-6 missile on another surface vessel that was located beyond the horizon of the Navy ship. So this is the end of our today's video. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.